Hi cozy friends! We have so many home updates to go through today and to take you through and to update you on. There's just been a lot of stuff happening around the house, and then we'll do some office stuff today too, maybe a little shopping. What am I going to show you first? I don't know. I guess the outside. I'll show you the outside. So before, you guys haven't really seen the outside of the house just for privacy safety reasons, which I'm sure is in vain anyways, but it's fine. It's fine. But I'll show you like what I can of it if I have any pictures of like the before. You saw some in like the Halloween videos and stuff. And essentially there was the just regular concrete driveway, and then there was just this big area for plants. But we wanted stairs. We wanted proper stairs so that we don't have to like walk up the driveway where the cars are and squeeze in the middle to get to the door. We wanted just like nice stairs with some lighting. So yeah, the same contractor, Sam, love that guy. He helped me design a little staircase to get up, and then this little area for seating, a little fence, new gates and stuff. So yeah, a lot of little updates. So let's go, I'll show you them. Oh, another kind of inconsequential house update. Actually, it's not, it's important. We also moved around the couch, the sofa. Well, Maya moved around the sofa. So now we have a gap over here and a gap over here so you can get through on both sides. And then we have like the huge pit option, or we also will move this one out there sometimes so that it's more of a U shape. We have it like this right now so that this is a little bit more centered to the TV. And then they also finally finished the fireplace. I have to do a little like swipey clean of it. I also need to get the inside clean. So they finished that. That looks good. So I don't know if you guys remember. Hold on, let me put this back in front because they were working on it. There we go. But this is what it used to look like. We liked the brick but had to get rid of it because it ultimately didn't make sense for like any structure of the living room where like the TV is the focal point in the middle here. And so did a little bump out just all the way up. Just wanted to keep it really simple. And then did this like tile, Zalige tile. Found this little edging, and I think it's so cute. I feel like it keeps it simple, makes this the focal point, allows you to have a TV that's not too high up, because if there was like a mantle or anything, the TV would be way too high up for where the sofa is. Nice little setup, I'm loving it. Okay, now to move to the front yard. So you walk out, and this used to be concrete, and now it's this beautiful tile that goes all the way down to some stairs. So this is like a little level up. And then over here, this used to be just like mulch, and now it's this lovely little area where we can put some seating and stuff. So we'll definitely have some seating out here. And then this is gonna be just like compacted sand dirt to kind of have like a Mediterranean vibe, with some pots and stuff all around here. And then we built this little wall. This used to just go straight into the bushes, but we built a little retaining wall like this, and that goes all the way around here. And then this is the fencing. So there's like a little wall, and then the fence is gonna go right here. And this is all just gonna be that like dirt sand material. So continue over here, and here's the stairs. And there's going to be white stucco here. So this is going to be all painted white. And then there's lights there. This is going to be some plants. And then we're going to change the landscaping there too. And then here is the new driveway. It's this like beautiful pavers. And it goes all the way. Here you can see it in the sun a little better. So it's so pretty. It goes all the way back here. So this is where the trash usually is, so it'll be so much easier. And then that's the old stuff. It'll be so much easier to roll it out because this used to just be pebble. And then we're gonna move the gate here, right here, so that it's a little bit more private. But yeah, there's the pavers. Then we're gonna have two. We had to take the bougainvillea out, but we're gonna have two new ones there and there. And then this is the white that I need to choose for the house, and I still don't know. And then we are going to be getting a new door. I'll put a picture in. Yeah, we're gonna be getting this huge, beautiful door. It's gonna look like this. I'm so excited for it. It took me, I searched for it for so long. I was so picky about it. And now it's not gonna get here till like summer, but I think it's worth it because it's beautiful. It's so pretty, and I feel like it's really just gonna like finish off the front of the house with this like beautiful Spanish style. Yeah, so those are the front of the house updates. I was trying to be quiet out there because I don't want to be, you know, out the front yard. So those whites all along those samples, I have to choose which one they're gonna put on the retaining wall, but it's important because that's what I also want to paint the house once we like resurface it, because it's like this really like kind of old school stucco and I want it to be smoother. I do want to resurface the house to like a smooth finish, again like Spanish style vibes. So I need to decide on a paint color, and it's so hard because they're so similar but they're also so different, and then like it's hard because you're like, well, this looks creamy now, but if it's on the whole house, like maybe it'll be, you know, the light reflecting off of the white is gonna make it look more white. So then you don't want to do, I don't know, it's so hard, you guys. It's hard to pick a house color, but it's also like you can't really go wrong when it's Spanish style and it's all in the same general family. Like it's gonna be fine as long as I just don't go too cool. There's a mourning dove out there. You are so cute. Oh, that's a big boy. That's a big one. Oh, so cute. Yeah, that's the front. I'm so excited. I feel like it's like really that's the style of the house that was kind of covered in like this, you know, track home, this somewhat genericness is finally being revealed. Like it's showing itself. I feel like I'm unraveling the character from the house and bringing just more style, like specific, not style to it, but like making it more stylized, if that makes sense. Like there was a general hint at a Spanish style to this specific house. If you look at like the other houses in the area, in the neighborhood that are the same model, they had these beautiful tiles like around, and at some point, whoever owned this house, I don't think it was the last owners, I think it was the ones before that, they took the tiles off. Tragic. So I'm thinking of maybe putting some tiles back on, at least on those like little columns that are next to that seating area in the front. I'm thinking about it. But yeah, there was a hint at a Spanish style, but I feel like I'm like trying to draw it really fully out. And yeah, I just love the tiles on the ground. I love everything. It's all coming together so nicely. And the pavers are so beautiful. It's so nice to have pavers in the driveway. It feels so, you know, villa. it's the villa. Okay, next thing I want to do is the new credenza. So let's do the new credenza because that's exciting. Okay, let's do that. Oh, we also got a new mailbox. Look how cool this is. It actually has one of these things. I love this thing. It's so pretty. And then it has a post where it sits on the side of the post too. Gorgeous. All right, y'all. The CHITA Living credenza came in. The delivery was perfect. It came like this. They brought it all the way in through our garage. Very professional. Very lovely. But the only thing I have to do is put on these little handles. They're like these really nice marbly style or like travertine stone style. It's not like actual, but it looks like it and it's heavy duty like it. So I love that's like the main reason I got this one is because I loved the stone look on this. I believe it goes like this. And then the other one goes upside down like this. So I'm guessing it goes like this. And then these go on either side. So I'm just gonna install it. I have a main idea of where I want this to go, which is in the front entryway. But if it doesn't fit there, I have two other places I might want this to go. So it's kind of fun figuring out where I might put it, but front entryway would be nice. It might be a little bit too snug. It would be nice to have all this storage. Because right now we kind of have a small amount of storage there. Okay, let's screw this in. the finished credenza. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. We've got storage on the left. We've got drawers here. And there's soft close. Drawers there. Drawers on the side. Yay, okay, let's see where we can put it. So this is where I'm thinking, and I think we have plenty of space. We're just gonna have to move the trees. Like, we won't have trees on either side. Maybe we'll just have one. But I think it'll fit perfectly. Let's see. And we could also do it here and then have the bench there instead. So we'll see. It's nice because there's little soft things on the bottom so I can just slide it everywhere. Also, there are 2 holes in the back if you want to make this like a media console for like under a TV or something. Oh yeah, that'll fit there nicely. But also, it could be nice under there, and because it has the holes in the back, it would hide the like, oh God, that's hard. And then I can move that over there. But it could look really nice here. I feel like it would make this space make a little bit more sense for like our drop zone. And then this dark wood would fit all of this cool tone stuff more than this really like warm tone one would. I just don't know. And then we have plans to add a closet here. So if we add the closet here, I suppose we can move that over there. Quite the pickle. Because like walking into this is a little bit messy. It is a little bit, like it feels homey, and like when it's organized, it's not really organized right now. When it is organized, it would feel, you know, but I don't know, y'all, I don't know. Now I'm like second guessing everything. I think I'm gonna listen to my gut. I'm gonna put it here. Yeah, I think that looks so much better there, so clean. Okay, now we have so much storage here for games and stuff. Also, y'all, just some features I love about this credenza. The shelving is fully customizable and movable, so you can move the shelving up or down, or you can just take the shelving out altogether so you have some tall shelf space. It makes it so handy for storing basically anything in here. Like I said, I'm storing games because that's what we really need storage for. But this is the finished product in terms of the staging on top. I also love that it has rounded corners so it's child-proof. And then there's super nice, really deep and big drawer storage as well. And they also made enough space underneath for a robot vacuum to get under, which I feel like is so thoughtful. Check out the link in my description if you're looking for any other good quality furniture. I have another piece from CHITA that I absolutely love, the sofa that's in our living room, and it's held up with us through different style transitions. Now it looks totally different with the cover, but it's still the same good quality sofa. So you can find pieces that are going to last you a really long time in your house. So check out that link. They have lots of cute stuff. And thank you, CHITA. Non-home update, but very exciting nonetheless. Look what I got in the mail. Look. Oh my god, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's going next to the other one. Someone said, did shrinkflation hit YouTube too? Yeah, it did. This is my plaque for this channel, right? And this is the new plaques that they're giving out. There's no difference between the two. Like, they are the same award. This is just, what, three-ish years later? They're lighter, they're super light, and they're tiny. This is huge and super heavy. YouTube said, we do this for free, so I don't know why we were going hard for it. I don't know why we gave you all that to begin with. But I just wanted to say thank you to everybody who watches my gaming channel and who supports the gaming channel. I know there's like a tiny bit of overlap, but not completely. There's a lot of people that only know me from finding my gaming channel and don't watch this channel. But for those of you where there is overlap, I just want to say thank you. It's such an important and meaningful milestone to me, because it's a milestone that says good job for trusting your gut, good job for listening to yourself, good job for following your passions. Like, this is what you get when you don't listen to self-doubt, when you don't listen to even what other people are saying and telling you to do, and you just simply charge forth and do whatever it is that's in your heart. Corny, I know. But for so long I was like, I shouldn't make a second channel. Like, it's too late. It's just too late. No one's gonna care. You don't have time was another thing, which is true. I had to just listen to myself, and I had to say, okay, but what do you actually want to do? And I really just wanted a channel where all I was able to do and could do on it was play games with y'all and try new games and be able to talk about them as long as I wanted, be able to play them as long as I wanted, like actually give the thoughtful approach that I wanted to with cozy games. And it was a rocky start. Okay, I was still figuring things out. I was still like figuring out if I wanted to do like partnerships with games, and then I realized I don't want to do that because then it like taints, my credibility on games. Like, I had to figure things out the hard way. I didn't have like a clear path for a while. I started very inconsistently. I was like, I'll just start it, and then I didn't have enough time to like keep it consistent, so then I had to make hard decisions with my streaming schedule and my streaming career, and I had to say, if I want to put time into this, I'm gonna have to take it from somewhere, because I don't just magically create time out of nowhere. And so I had to stop streaming, and that was truly like a listening to myself moment and trusting myself and like knowing what I derived joy from truly, and like what really was more taking and sucking energy from me rather than like giving it back. And it was hard. I streamed for 4 years, and I had to be like, I'm gonna step away from this so that I can take a wild chance on this channel that at the time didn't have a lot of traction. And so all of that to say, I listened to myself. I just did what I wanted to do, and I did what made me happy. And I feel like doing that always brings the people that are meant to find you to you, because if you are doing what you love and you're doing what truly makes you radiate with joy and like excitement, like people see that and people are like, oh, this girl's having fun. I want to follow along and I want to watch her play games versus this person, or in addition to, Yeah, that's all. All that to say, like, listen to yourself. I know I always try to make a lesson out of things, but it's just what I do. All the time to say, listen to yourself. Never say it's too late, because it's not. It is not. Your people will find you if you're doing what you love to do. I know there were some people that were like, why you have this whole channel that's going really well for you of, lifestyle vlog stuff. Why don't you keep doing that? Because I love both. And there was a piece of me that just wasn't entirely full with not having somewhere where I can fully focus on just gaming, because that is like my favorite hobby and like my deepest passion. So like, why, of course I'm going to continue to chase creation that is focused around that. And that's a like also lesson in not forgetting your why and like why you do things, because yes, I was able to like expand beyond gaming after a while, but the why is always my deepest passions, and those passions expanded. Those passions include other things now, like this and hobbies and all kinds of things, but that's like one of my core pillars and passions. And so not letting that go just because maybe it's not in the industry, in the world you're in, isn't given as much like credence or like legitimacy as whatever you're passionate about. Do it anyways. Do it anyways. Build and they will come, right? So those are my takeaways from that. And I'm just so grateful that there are 100,000 people that want to watch me play games, because it is literally my favorite thing to do in life. Just getting to be silly and like express creativity in that way and like voice characters and stuff. It's just like, it's such a, I don't know, it's just such a happy place for me. And so like I would be doing it anyways, even if nobody was watching. I always say this, which is how you should feel about whatever you're chasing in life. Like, if you would be doing it anyways without anybody watching, without anybody giving you validation for it, it, then do that. That's what you have to chase for the rest of your life. And so that's what I would be doing anyways. And I'm just so lucky that 100,000 people care. I just feel like the luckiest person in the world. But also it was a lot of hard work. So it's a lot of hard work and a lot of hard decisions of having to like leave things behind. Not hard work. I don't mean hard work in the sense of like comparing to any actual hard work. I don't mean it like that, but hard work just in the sense of like dedication, commitment to time, consistency, and like a performance. It is, you know, it is a performance. I know it doesn't seem that way, but it is a performance, and it is the improv in some ways. And, you know, like there is more to it than I think some people understand. And that's totally understandable because listen, at the end of the day, you're turning on a camera and playing video games. I get it. It's not hard work at all. It's very fun. That's why I feel so lucky. But that was just a caveat of like, it is like the classic saying of like luck meeting preparation and time and dedication and all of that. Just a little affirmation to myself. Not trying to discount the extra work that I put in this year to make this happen. So that's all. Just a lot of blabbing. But those are just my reflections on a really, really cool milestone that has been really important to me and something that has felt really affirming to me as a creator and like the multifaceted parts of my creator business and stuff. And thank you for caring. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. And even if you don't watch the gaming channel, if that is of no interest to you and you don't get it at all, well, thank you anyways for being here and supporting me here. I appreciate you. I love you. And that's it. Thanks, guys. This is our new bench, which is going in place of we have this like IKEA bench that we use for, it's not even meant to be a sitting bench, I don't know, I think it's just like, whatever. We have an IKEA bench that we've had for like years. We just keep it in the garage and then take it out when we extend this table, and we use that, and it doesn't match, it squeaks a lot when you sit on it, it's kind of awful. So I found this bench. It wasn't on the site when I got the bar stools, it matched the bar stools perfectly, so it's kind of bringing in things from over there. And then they also had 2 matching pillows. I got 2 pillows, and I don't know if I would put them in here to like really match it, or put them in the family room and then it like matches the bar stools, and then you kind of walk through and you're like, oh, I see the vision. You know, it's not like too matchy, but this I just want to unbox, and this is just gonna go right here when we're not using the long table. And then it's going to go at the table when we need it for dining purposes or game purposes. Ooh. Yeah, I've got really bad reflexes. Okay, she's unsheathed. Look how pretty. It's dark, got some neutral, got some fun patterns. And another place to sit over here. And we can shove this down a little bit because now the proportions are a little better, I think. Before it just kind of had to be center, but yeah. You like it?
Makes this a nice little like alcove.
Yeah. Should we keep these in here? Chase option. Chase. And here's sofa. Might be too many stripies, I don't know. We can leave it there for now, see how it feels. Yay, it looks so cute. Oh, ignore the trash. Yay. Hey y'all, I'm gonna check out HomeGoods and Marshalls to see if they have little drawer organizers and then maybe anything else that I might need around the office. Like I'm thinking I need a little mini side table for next to the chair and a half. I'm thinking also a mirror that I can use for various content purposes. But yeah, I'm gonna keep a lookout for those 2 things, and then anything else that I might be like, ooh, that would be perfect in there. So let's head on into HomeGoods first. Okay, well, I basically found everything I needed at HomeGoods, and I found a mirror, which is so exciting. It's like the perfect size. It's light and it has a kickstand on the back, which is exactly what I wanted, so I'm able to move it around for different things that I need to do. Perfect, like light and bright, little wood grain on it. Great price. I love HomeGoods. And then I found these little hydrangeas for that vase that I have. I found some storage boxes to go in the open shelving of the bookcase. Then I found the cutest, what are those called, you guys? It's right on the tip of my tongue. Wind chime. How cute is it? It's so cutesy whimsical. I love it, I love it, I love it. So I don't think I'm gonna need anything from Marshall's, but I'm just gonna run in and check just to see. Let's go. You guys, how silly am I to think that I would go into Marshall's and not come out with anything? That's hilarious. But I found a bunch of Crabtree and Evelyn stuff. They started carrying Crabtree and Evelyn here. I used to love Crabtree and Evelyn in like the early 2000s when it was still at the malls, and I specifically loved this scent, and they have it at Marshall's. And I'm glad that I went in because they had some more. So I got the body lotion. It's the scent Summer Hill. It's just like so, I don't know how to describe it. It's just like early 2000s, like flower, fresh, but like light. It's simple. It's simple, and they don't do many simple ones like this anymore. Then I found these really cute little hair thingies, and I figured that would be a good way to keep my hair up if I could figure it out, that aren't claw clips. So do that because shouldn't be wearing claw clips in the car. Then of course got a body spray of the Crabtree and Evelyn. Like, this is what I want to smell like every day, especially in the spring and summer. I'm like, I never know what to put on, so I just feel like a lot of my scents are more gourmand, so this is perfect for spring and summer. Just like easy, fresh, great. I just did. No, that's great. The sprayer kind of sucks on this. Just spray it from really far, otherwise it just like gets all over you. But oh my gosh, I smell like a little flower. And then hand cream of the same scent for my office. Oh, and then I got a little hand mirror for the office too, for when I need to do my makeup at the office for filming stuff. So there we go, that was everything. Successful trip. I'm excited. Let's go bring it to the office. All right, you guys, I had to get a little matcha because I was getting a little sleepy, but I got a lavender matcha, which I normally feel kind of iffy about, but this time, slapped. Absolutely slapped. Really good. So let's head in. Okay, I think that's good for now because I'm gonna be moving it around. Like, I just need somewhere where it's gonna be movable. So that's good. Okay, I picked up paint samples, 1, 2, 3, 4. So there's that. But I went into this quilt store. Truly one of the best experiences I've had in my life. I was just walking around. All of the quilt stuff was like, oh, speaking to me. It was all so cute. The guy was like sitting there at the quilting table in the back, and I was like, hey, can I help you with anything? You good? I was like, I'm just looking. He's like, okay. And I was like, well, do you have any classes? Like, do you host classes here? He was like, yeah, we host classes here. And then he just went on a long spiel, and this woman came over, who also worked there, started joining in, ad-libbing, like, yeah, and also we do this, and also we do this. And they were like, well, do you have a sewing machine? I said, no. They said, oh my God, well, you got to start there. You got to go here. You got to go to this place over here. Tell them we sent you. Get a sewing machine. They might have some beginner sewing classes. You need to know how to sew first. Then come back to us. We have beginner quilting classes, and you can make this quilt in whatever colors you want. And then we have a quilting club, and then we have events. And they gave me like these brochures. They put me on their email list. Like, they were so sweet. And they're like, yeah, we've been in business over 22 years. We have a ball here. It's real social. They were so sweet. They were so sweet. And they're like, well, we hope we see you very soon. You know, we hope, you know, you get your stuff together and we see you very soon. I was like, thank you. But I've been meaning to go in there because I know at least one aunt that quilts. I'm not sure if I have two, but you know, Midwestern aunts, they quilt, and I've always wanted to quilt, and just another cozy hobby that I really want to get into, and a hobby that I feel like used to be so prevalent and now is just kind of a little bit more niche, at least, than it used to be. And so I want to keep the quilting alive in this generation and the following generations, you know. And there's just so many things you could do. There's so many cute things you could quilt, and then just knowing to sew, obviously that's been on my list for a while. So I'm motivated now because they were so kind. So I might look into that sewing class. There's a sewing class that in like the places where I usually take classes in my town, and I'm gonna see when it is, if it's full or not, so that I can at least get in on that, and then maybe come over to do some quilting. They were so sweet, you guys. Okay. Hi, y'all. We're back in the office, and the project table came in. I'm so excited. I feel like it should be easy to build. I'm hoping it's just screwing the legs in. I hope. But project table is in. I'm listening to Project Hail Mary. Get into the good part. I know I talked about this a long time ago, but I took a long break, I think, once Heated Rivalry was a thing. So I got through all of those books, and now I'm back in Project Hail Mary, so let's do that. I also started Dungeon Crawler Carl, and it's really good. It's really good. You guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this table. It's perfect. It's the perfect size. It's the perfect height. I'm so glad we spent all that time measuring. It's perfect. It's even the perfect color. Like, we've got a little bit of warmth here and like different from just the white. So we've got, oh, it's just so cute. It's so cute. I love the variation on the wood too. I love it. And then I have some really good overhead lighting right here for being able to do top-down shots. I'm so excited. I can put my drafting bench too. Let's do that. y'all, back another day. Wearing the same pants because I love these pants. I have some filming to do for a brand, so I'm gonna do that. I brought my food, my lunch, because I came a little later today since I was getting some work done at home today, just on some deadlines, so I need to get those done quickly. And then I brought some craft stuff, partly for the thing I'm gonna film, but also I kind of split some of the doubles that I have, so I brought some of the extras here. I brought the extra ones of these too, because I figured I'd probably use these for something here. Those ceiling cover, light covers came in. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't even have anything to like reach up there. I guess I can stand on my desk. Okay, I'm gonna try. Okay. It doesn't make it like any more pink or yellow, I think. I don't know, it's kind of cute. I kind of like it. I'm gonna make my lunch. An organizer for the top drawer because it's so shallow. So I needed a special order one. I got rollerblade wheels for this desk chair. There's hair on it to deal with the like carpet and it not rolling well, and also to match the colors better. Okay, I'm gonna eat lunch. I just have to tell y'all, I can't explain how much better it is to film hobby craft stuff here. Like, it is, I'm kind of mad at myself for not doing this sooner. Like, if I need a studio, why did I wait 4 years to get a studio? But I'm just happy I'm doing it now. But it's night and day. I can move around the space. I have good lighting. I'm happy now. To go to the public water fountain to get water for this thing. Okay, all done here filming. Now I need to clean up this mess. But look how cute these are. Look how cute. There's a little mango sticky rice. There's little fries, and then there's a little onigiri. So cute. All right, y'all, I'm headed home. All right, y'all, the last thing I forgot to show you was the pool, so I'll kind of just put some videos over this. We finally finished. There were like 2 extra tiles we were missing for weeks, and then the order got lost, so it was a whole thing, but we finally finished all the tiling on that, and it's just looking so beautiful. It looks so clear and blue now. So the plaster's finished curing properly, so now we can like heat it, all kinds of stuff. We can finally use our pool again. I'm so excited, just in time for spring. I feel like winter was the perfect time to do all of that. And those are all the big updates we have. I feel like the next big things we want to do are the media room. We're getting a actual sofa there that reclines, so it's kind of like, you know, movie room, media room with like a dark brown velvet couch. It's gonna be so cute. So instead of having that like little recliner and then like the 2 chairs just sitting there, there's gonna be this like nice deep brown sectional. So I'm excited for that as well. Of course, I'm on the lookout for paint colors that I like and wallpaper / like mural things that I like for around the house, because I do want to add some like actual color to the walls. I'm not in a rush to do that because I feel like everything looks so cute anyways, but those are the next things. Thank you for coming along on these little updates. Don't forget to check out CHITA Living in the description, and I will see you guys next week. I love you. Stay cozy. Bye.